The top polling Republican candidates for President of the United States faced off in a debate in Las Vegas on Tuesday night. The fight against Daesh took centre stage as all nine discussed national security in their fifth debate together. Lorna Shaddick has more now from New York.
Well, if viewers were expecting fireworks going into this fifth debate in Las Vegas, they were probably expecting them to be between the frontrunner Donald Trump and his nearest rival, the Texas Senator Ted Cruz, who has kind of been circling Mr. Trump over the last week or so and seems to be eating away at his lead in the polls and overtaking him in some states like Iowa. But actually, as we went into the debate, the candidate who came out swinging against Mr. Trump most strongly was actually Jeb Bush, George W. Bush's younger brother and the former governor of Florida. He took Mr. Trump to task in particular over his comments about banning Muslims from the US, saying that in fact the US needed to get Muslims on side in its battle against Daesh, and calling Mr. Trump a chaos candidate. But instead, really, Mr. Trump didn't seem to be making a big showing in this debate. He was somewhat subdued and indeed even booed by the audience at times. And really, most of the running was between Ted Cruz and another young senator from Florida, Marco Rubio. And the two of them clashed repeatedly on different visions for things like defense spending and also surveillance, something that Rand Paul, a senator from Kentucky, also got involved with speaking about as well. But some commentators really saying they're not sure how important this debate really is, particularly as it comes in the holiday season for Americans, not many people really watching, and they're not really convinced that what happens will move the polls all that much one way or the other. But it is particularly crucial for those middle-ranking candidates like the neurosurgeon Ben Carson or the former CEO of Hewlett-Packard, Carly Fiorina. They are both in the middle of the pack, but really still seeking that breakthrough moment. And I think many would argue after this fifth debate are still looking for that breakthrough moment, didn't really achieve it. But one thing that all the candidates did really want to emphasize at this debate in Las Vegas was fear, and the fact that Americans are very concerned about being kept safe and being looked after. They all wanted to emphasize how they would combat two big problematic factors, not only the rise of Islamic terrorism, but also Hillary Clinton, who they are assuming will be the Democratic nominee for president and who they say will keep the country on the same course that President Obama has got it on right now. And both of those factors, they say, are very worrying indeed.